Ding! Viscosity seems alright. Now just need to apply it over the zipper and wait for it to dry. Ugh, why now of all times? Hello?
60734 Forest Road, Outback Steakhouse. See you in an hour, Dr. Hayes.
Welcome to Outback! Hey, I'm supposed to be meeting up with a...
Yoo-hoo! Oh, good to see you, Dr. Hayes. Thanks for coming out on such a short notice.
It's fine.
Hope you don't mind, but I already ordered us a bloomin' onion.
Thanks, but no thanks. I'm trying to watch what I eat right now.
Oh, come now. They just brought it out, so it's still hot.
You see the nutritional info for these things, right? They'll instantly clog up your arteries.
Bah, it's fine to let loose every once in a while. Besides, if worse comes to worse, I'm in the know on experimental drug that'll make it a non-issue. I can hook you up if you want.
No thanks.
In that case, let's get straight to business. I've been told that Mr. Spencer had a wardrobe malfunction on Friday night. An issue with a broken zipper?
Figures you already know. I take it that my reports haven't been good enough for you, so you find it fit to spy on us?
Oh no, your reports are just fine, though a tad infrequent for my liking. It just so happens some of my staff too are fans of Japanese anime, were at the same event as him.
Am I supposed to believe it was just a coincidence?
So happens it was a coincidence.
I'm not buying it.
This is America, Dr. Hayes. You're free to believe in anything you like.
So, just how much did your staff coincidentally manage to see?
You want to see? I got a whole album's worth of shots.
Are your agents paid by the photo or something?
It's been 4 days since that little incident, yet I have not gotten one report in regards to the matter. Care to explain?
Not like it matters if I send a report, considering you managed to get one from someone else anyway. So why waste my time? I'd be better off using it on working on the bodysuit or literally anything else and be more productive.
I do not appreciate that tone of yours, Dr. Hayes.
Sorry, I have been up for 3 days straight doing repairs and junk, so I was already on edge before coming out here. Fine. Holy shit.
Right? I understand that you can't keep a leash on Mr. Spencer all the time, but what happened on that night is inexcusable. Under no circumstances is anyone in the general public allowed to know this technology exists.
I know, but
I don't want to hear any buts. What's done is done, and I cannot let that slide. You understand?
Yeah.
Now, if I were more strict, I would have already ended the project the moment I got word about the incident. But I'd be just as disappointed by its cancellation as you be after all the hard work you put in. I think it should continue, but I do not think you are capable of handling it entirely on your own. So I'm going to assign you a supervisor.
A supervisor?
Oh, now it won't be that bad. Idea is they'll help you with keeping an eye on Mr. Spencer to make sure he doesn't make a similar mistake. Split the load babysitting him, if you will. However, you will need to report to them on a daily basis and run any future tests and experiments through them beforehand. I do not want a repeat of me hearing about incidents before hearing them from you, okay? Speak of the devil. Here they come now.
Figures.
Good to see you again, Agent Stone. How's your arm injury? It's feeling better these days. I only had the sling taken off yesterday. I'm happy to hear it. Please, take a seat. Hey, Miranda.
Hey.
Since you two are already familiar with one another, we can skip the introductions and move right along. Before that, is it okay for us to be talking out in the open like this? That's some cautious thinking, Agent Stone. I like that. But luckily for us, everyone here is on my payroll. Say hi.
Hi! Hi!
Hi.
Hi!
Hi. Hi.
The hell did y'all come from?
Tell me, Owen. You've known Kevin Spencer, or Doris Lang if you prefer, for a while now, correct? Yeah, we met back in spring. How did it feel to learn that this person, whom you thought to be a woman, was in fact a man wearing a realistic bodysuit? I was surprised, but it did explain a few things. I always figured that Miranda's story of identical cousins was a bunch of bullcrap. No offense.
Meh, none taken.
And what are your thoughts on the prototype? Well, I think it's crazy such a thing exists. I'm sure that its technology could be put to many uses in the future. You also understand that, as of this moment in time, its secrecy is of the utmost importance, correct? Yes, I know the implications if I were to get into the wrong hands. Knowing that, are you prepared to take action if something were to compromise the project? For instance, this young woman, Miss Angela Bright. Due to the events of Friday evening, she's fully aware of the bodysuit, along with the government's involvement.
Kevin has already said that she won't say anything.
I'm speaking to Agent Stone right now, Dr. Hayes. I'm prepared to take necessary measures if need be. However, in this instance, I have no reason to believe Miss Bright will be an issue. After our call last night, I took the liberty into looking into her. She has a history of non-disclosure agreements from her freelance modeling work. In all instances, she's breached 0 of them. There's little reason to think she'll expose it willingly, especially since there's no benefit for her to do so. Now, we could coerce her into keeping silent and leave it at that, but I think bringing her into the fold would be the best route. No? As a civilian, she could give input into the project that might not come across our government-minded line of thinking that could prove to be beneficial. I see. An outsider's perspective. That could be useful. What says you, Dr. Hayes?
He's the one in charge, right? That's what he wants to do, then I've got no objections.
Then it's settled. After a further background check, she'll be given security clearance. Be sure to get in contact with her soon. Will do. However, I will not allow for any more civilians brought onto the project. You are to make sure nobody else learns about it. This is the project's last chance. If it happens again, I'm terminating it. Do I make myself clear, Dr. Hayes?
Yes, ma'am.
I'll leave things to you, Agent Stone. As of now, you're in charge. Dr. Hayes, please bring Agent Stone up to date with current developments. And be sure to have a report ready for me every evening going forward, okay?
Yes.
Yes. You two are dismissed. Have a pleasant afternoon.
Congratulations, Agent Stone. You've managed to solve the Angela crisis and now head of the Bodysuit project.
I wasn't trying to take the leadership role away from you, Miranda.
No, it's fine. I get it. Can't deny that you just saved all our asses. Besides, now I have 2 people to assist me. So I wonder how that girl Angela will react to getting a job she didn't apply for.
Look, I'm cool with taking a hands-off approach if that's what you want to do.
Huh?
I mean, I'm cool with letting you handle things on your own, as you've been doing up till now. I can put up a front for Jade and act like a supervisor, but I can pretend to be oblivious when we're all together, or even hang back and stay out of things. If I'm constantly around, I'm sure it'll put a lot of pressure on Doris to keep up appearances. She still thinks I don't know her true identity, and if possible, I'd like to keep it that way. It's like what I said the other night. I don't want her to feel like she's being forced to open herself up to me. I'd rather wait for her to do it when she feels the time is right. Angela knows everything, so it's not like Doris doesn't have anyone new to confide in. So how about it? Let's leave things as they have been, okay?
No.
What?
Do you have any idea how much a pain in the ass it's been dealing with Kevin's secret identity crap? When I first met him, he handed me this tangled mess of different stories for different people. I've been trying to consolidate them all into one cover story to make things easier. Yet you want to keep the fractured stories for what? Because you're worried about how he'll react to you learning about a secret?
You seemed fine with letting it continue the other night.
I wasn't, but I was under the assumption you weren't part of the project, so whatever. But now that you're coming on board and going to be more directly involved, I don't see any reason for it to continue. The last thing we need is him to get himself into trouble because he's trying to hide his identity when you already know.
That's okay, yeah. That's understandable, but this isn't something easy that we can just bring up out of nowhere. Gotta be delicate in our approach.
What are you talking about? I already texted him while you were talking. It was simple as that.
Kick, still at your place? Like I said for the past couple days, I'll be here until finished repair. Okay, again, sorry.
Heads up, but Owen knows about the bodysuit now and gonna be working with us from now on.
What? Just like that?
Man, glad that's over and done with.
I can't believe he just went and did that.
Look, after the initial shock, Kevin will be completely over it and back to his usual self.
Believe me, you're way overthinking all this. This wasn't how I pictured things playing out.
That's just life. No matter how hard you plan ahead, there will always be a wrench thrown into the mix. You gotta be flexible. Hey, secret agent, waitress, or whatever. Yes? What's the tab situation? Is it still open? Miss Franklin has it open until we relinquish the restaurant in another hour. Okay, good. Bring out another one of those bloomin' onions. In fact, make it 2. And can you bring me the wine menu? Actually, fuck it. Just bring out whatever's in the bar.
Heineken for me.